Welcome to In the Box Seat. Well, what a week we've got coming up with the Triple M Adelaide Cup. Heats on this Thursday night, and we've got a fantastic field. It's sensational, the lineup of outstanding greyhounds from interstate and local that are going to go part in the heats. We've got 7 heats, so 7 winners, and the fastest second will go into the final a week after for Triple M. We've got some tremendous clashes in the heats. What about the Sandown record holder Cape Hawk up against Cold Fusion? That'll be an absolute ripper. Perhaps only one of them can get through. Don Chendo versus the Oaks winner Mapunganiki. Derby winner Yao Ye. Aston Galilee. Radley Bale, the starred dog from the bait kennel. Alan Harper. Alan Hertz. Goosebumps, our own local star as well. The lineup is just sensational. Racing nationally. Oh, by the way, we'll have Kim Johnston on, who trains Rush Hour, the Triple M greyhound who is competing on Thursday night. Now, the major events coming up, we've got at Albion Park the Rovers Mowers Cup, over 520 over the next couple of weeks. Mandurah, the solo Mandurah Cup is in action. And at Wentworth Park, of course, they had the Paws of Thunder. Fancy Will won that, but they've got the Sydney Cup over 720. Now, don't forget our faces in the crowd, our Chasers faces in the crowd. If you are dining in Chasers Restaurant, and you get on grsa.com.au, just check to see if your dial comes back on. And if it's there, well, it's dinner for 2 for you to the value of $59, which is fantastic. Now, what's on in South Australia this week? Angle Park, of course, Triple M, Adelaide Cup, the heats. It dominates all discussions. Now, the tips for this week, the Honeys say that on Wednesday, race 1, number 8, Bobby Rocks. Now, this dog is not a great chaser, but it chased its heart out last Wednesday and gave us a great example of its ability. Should win again. Race 6, number 2, Premier Strike. Impressive all-the-way winner, 2 starts back, and the girls think it can win again. Now, as far as Thursday night, they go for Rush Hour. Race 5, number 3, Rush Hour. Good first up effort, needed the run, and should be improved. And they go for race 11, number 3, Crafty Lucy. Excellent runs in the Strathalbyn Cup, and another great run here the other night. Now the first 4s, race 5, 3-2-1-8, and race 11, 3-1-6-7. The in the box seat tip for the night is race 9, number 7, Alan Harper. Group 1 winner. He's got a great record, 12 wins, 3 placings from only 16 starts. He ran 29.58 in his Group 1 win at Wentworth Park on June 25th, and of course he looks very hard to beat in the Adelaide Cup. My tips, Wednesday, race 1, number 8, Bobby Rocks. Race 2, number 1, Arthur's Rose. Race 3, number 8, Estevez. And on Thursday night, I'm going for the local. Race 2, first heat of the Cup, number 1, Aston Thomas. And race 4, number 6, Mapunganiki. Next up on In the Box Seat, Kim Johnston. Our guest on In the Box Seat is leading lady trainer, Kim Johnston, who of course trains the Triple M greyhound Rush Hour. Welcome, Kim.
Thank you for having me.
Now, how were you chosen to train this dog? Because you're one of the leading trainers, and how do you feel about it? How do you handle the pressure?
I don't know why I was chosen. Paul Marks just rang me and asked me to come in, and I actually thought I was in trouble, and then we had a meeting and they asked me to help find a dog, and we luckily found Rush Hour, and I'm handling the pressure all right. She's so easy. She's a lovely bitch, so it's really good. Well,
of course, all the Triple M audience will be watching it very closely. We saw her run first up the other night, and it was an encouraging run. She was a bit slow early, was just getting mobile, and she got chopped. But at the finish, she ran on strongly. Yeah,
I was really happy with her run because she's a leader, really. She holds the first split record at Geelong in Melbourne.
Right.
So hopefully she can acclimatise to our boxes and begin like she can. So I'm hopeful she'll jump this week.
You get a lot of dogs from interstate, and is that a problem, getting used to the different run-up and the different type of boxes?
It does take them a few starts. Some are naturals and they don't worry about it, but the good beginners tend to take a few starts. We've got no grippers in the boxes like they do in Melbourne. They're slightly different, so they do take a bit.
Yeah, I read somewhere the other day where, might have been Melbourne or interstate, where they said they'd put something in the boxes and they expected the times to improve by 0.2.
I think they moved where the timer started.
Right. Okay.
I think they did it at Sandown and maybe the Meadows. I'm not 100% sure what they did, but yeah, they've moved the timers from what I can gather reading on the information.
Well, Rush Hour hadn't run for a couple of months, so you'd expect with natural improvement she's going to be fitter.
Yeah, she was very underdone. We did rush her preparation, but as I said, I was extremely happy with how she performed, and she's pulled up good. And we've had John Katakazi's helping look after her, and my dad. So big shout out to them for their assistance, helping me cope with the pressure. So now she's A1 for next week.
I was going to ask you about your dad because we see your mum at the track all the time, and she's got a couple of dogs of her own. But of course, Dad is famous for being attached to great dogs. Part owner of Bretley, and before that, Superstar, and a number of other good dogs. So, is he still interested in the greyhounds?
Oh, he watches them on the TV and gives me advice and helps me out when I need it. But no, he'll never train again. He's lost the interest to be hands on. So he basically helps me, and Mum has a few dogs in the backyard, and that's about it. So
I reckon once you've had Brett Lee, you'd look at the strugglers a bit and say, why am I bothering?
Yeah, nah, I don't know. He's happy with what he's doing. He's renovating a few houses, and it takes up too much time to have too many in work. So I'll train him from 2 wells, and he can help me direct from Brighton. So that's what we do.
What else have you got going well in the kennel that people can follow in the next few weeks?
I'm pretty happy with little Trumby. He won his maiden quite well last week, and I think once he figures out how to race, he'll be all right. I
saw him win during the week, and it was a very determined win. He had no right to win. He had a lot of bad luck. Is he owned by a bloke called Terry Wales?
He's owned by the same person that owns Cape Hawk. I'm not 100% sure if that's Terry Wales.
So he might be a Victorian, is he?
Yes, I think so, or New South Wales. I'm not 100% sure. I got him off Jamie Ennis, which is where I got our Coralie and a few other dogs.
Just that I had a dog for Terry Wales 50 years ago.
Oh, it might be the same person. We'll have to ask Jamie.
Ask him about Bold Hawk when you talk to him next.
He has Cape Hawk, so...
Well, you never know. It might be the same one. All right, so we can follow him with a fair bit of confidence. And, of course, Cape Hawk is coming over for the Adelaide Cup. Have you got anyone staying with you during the Cup series?
No. I had Paul Stewart with Miata stay with me, but mainly the Victorians just drive over and back, and that's what Jamie does, and that would be who would stay with me if he was. But no, he'll just drive straight home.
What an exciting dog, Miata. Can you imagine when it goes over the 650 or the 700?
Yeah, she'll be a freak. She's a lovely bitch. I wish them all the best with her, and I hope she goes on to be the thing that she's promising to be.
Well, your job is to get Rush Hour home because there'll be a lot of money on the tab, and even if she can get in the placings again and race herself into a bit of fitness, she looks as though she's going to give the Triple M people a great run for their money.
I hope so too.
Thank you very much indeed. Kim Johnston, our leading lady trainer in South Australia, trainer of Rush Hour, which is racing on Thursday night, and good luck. Don't forget, for all of your greyhound racing information, grsa.com.au, or catch us on Hot Dogs for Breakfast every Wednesday morning.